Since you have clicked on this thumbnail, read the caption that we have written, that means you have already received your co-PR document or your process is on the closure.
In this video, we are going to talk about what are the things that you need to do before you leave your home country. There are quite a lot of paperwork that we would recommend that you get that done before you leave.
So make sure you watch this video till the end.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to our channel. If you are new to our channel, we are new immigrants in Canada. During the daytime, we are IT professionals, and during our free time, we try to make small videos and share experience of us living in Canada with you all. We plan to come up with a video once in a week. So if this is something that interests you, please do subscribe to our channel.
So let's get started with the topic that you are here for.
We are going to cover this in 12 points divided under 4 sections. In the first section, we'll be talking about your banking related activities.
Second, once you are in Canada, you will need a car to drive around. You will need to get your driver's license. What are things that you need to get from your home country which can actually make the entire process easier?
Third, what all you can do towards the first step for finding the job in Canada. इसमें we will cover क्या-क्या aspects पे या क्या-क्या documents पे आप पहले ही काम कर सकते हो before applying or even before looking for jobs.
Lastly, you will need a place to stay. So how you can find accommodation for the initial period of your stay and how you can do that while you are still in your home country. So let's talk about what all things you need to do related to your banks.
India में usually we have our savings account, but it is recommended if you are migrating to some other country, it's better you get that account converted into NRI account. The best way is go and speak to your relationship manager. उनसे tips or advice लो, what you need to do and what are the documents required for converting your normal saving bank account into an NRI account.
There are people who do not get that account changed to an NRI or NRO account. And anyone who you reach out for any financial advice related to banking, you can also check with them whether it is recommended to do this or not. What happens is once you get your NRI status changed to a bank account, you get 2 accounts created. One is called an NRE and one is an NRO. NRE or NRO में कुछ basic differences होते हैं. There are a lot of things. Obviously, you can read it on the internet and you can get this idea. But the point that we wanted to drive here was that get this status changed while you are still in your home country.
So once you have this account opened, वहाँ पे एक power of attorney करके एक चीज होती है, which basically means कि अगर आप already यहाँ हो in some other country and you want somebody from India to operate on that account, it can be for any activity or for some emergency need, you can give someone that power of attorney. It can be your sibling or your parents. So you can consider this and check with your bank representative and take a call.
ये तो था जो आपके एग्जिस्टिंग बैंक अकाउंट है उसमें आप क्या क्या चेंज कर सकते हो, लेकिन अभी तक अपने ने ये बात नहीं की कि आप कनाडा में भी बैंक अकाउंट खुलवा सकते हो इंडिया में बैठे बैठे. There are a lot of banks that gives you an ability to open up a bank account while you are still in your home country. For that you will at least need your COPR document handy. आप अपना कैनेडियन बैंक अकाउंट वहीं से खुलाने के बाद you can transfer the money from your Indian bank account or from your home country's bank account into the Canadian bank account. The advantage for doing that is once you land up in Canada, you will have your bank account ready with you. You will have the liquid amount in that bank account and you will not have the need of carrying cash everywhere. So scout online what are the different banks that gives you the ability for creating the bank account while you're still not in Canada. When you're going to finally travel, you will need some money with you. Now that money can be in a different forms. You might have your own credit cards and debit cards, but using that can incur transaction charges.
There are ways in which you can avoid these charges. You can carry some cash with you or you can get a Forex card.
तो Forex card एक्चुअली में होता क्या है? It's nothing but a pre-loaded card or it's a prepaid card. तो आप अपनी बैंक के पास जाओगे, उन्हें आप बोलोगे कि हमें इंटरनेशनली ट्रैवल करने के लिए एक Forex कार्ड की जरूरत है. आपको वही कार्ड देंगे जिसके अंदर कुछ अमाउंट ऑलरेडी आप लोड करके रखोगे. There are some positives and negatives of having this card, but it is always good that you do not carry a lot of cash. Instead, use this card for various places where you would want to do a transaction.
But there are some merchants who might apply some transaction charges on the use of this card. So it's always good to check with them first before using this card.
Now, since you have a Forex card, that does not mean you should not have cash at all. it's always recommended that you have some cash with you. There are places where you will find that this cash is much more useful. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप नए नए यहाँ पे आए हो और आपको अभी तक आपने अपना प्रेस्टो कार्ड, जो अगर आप टोरंटो में रहते हो, या फिर जीआरटी कार्ड, या फिर डिफरेंट कार्ड ऑप्शन दैट यू हैव विच अलाउज यू टू कम्यूट फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस, आपने अभी तक ये लिया नहीं है, तो आपको उस टाइम पे कैश की जरूरत पड़ सकती है. सो कुछ जगहों पे ऐसा होता है कि अगर आप ट्रांजेक्शन $5 से नीचे का कर रहे हो तो आपको कैश लेना पड़ता है, या फिर इफ यू आर यूजिंग कार्ड देन दे माइट अप्लाई सम एडिशनल ट्रांजैक्शन चार्जेस. फॉर एग्जांपल, लेट्स से 35 सेंट्स का आपको चार्ज लग गया, सो यू विल पे नॉट $1 बट यू विल पे $1.35. अगर आप वो चीज अवॉइड करना चाहते हैं, इट्स ऑलवेज बेस्ट दैट यू कैरी सम कैश विद यू.
पैसों की बात तो हमने कर ली है. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट व्हाट कैन हेल्प यू गेट ऑन व्हील्स एज क्विकली एज पॉसिबल.
Before we jump in right away into the points, let's first talk about the different driving labels that we have here in Canada. G, G2 and G1. G1 India से करके compare करें तो it's a learner's license. So all you need to do is just pay the fees, walk into the nearest service Ontario, और आप वहाँ जाके आप अपनी G1 की एग्जाम दोगे, which is a written exam and you need to pass that to the next level wherein you can do your driving tests.
G1 टेस्ट की बात करें तो it comprises of 2 sections. First section is all about symbols that we will see on the roads here, and second one is about the rules. And if you guys want to save your time and you want to start driving as soon as possible, जीवन के बारे में पहले ही पढ़ना चालू कर दो, बिकॉज काफी सारी इंफॉर्मेशन इनके वेबसाइट्स पे अवेलेबल है बिफोर कमिंग टू कनाडा. अगर आप लोगों को जीवन टेस्ट के बारे में पढ़ना है, वी विल पुट द स्टडी मटेरियल लिंक्स फॉर जीवन इन आवर डिस्क्रिप्शन बिलो.
तो जैसे ही आप जीवन एग्जाम पास कर लोगे, आपको एक ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस मिल जाएगा. That driving license is obviously has some conditions to it, whether you in what conditions you can drive, but that actually becomes your proof of identity. So besides having your PR card, you have one more identity document which you can use for various purposes. So once you have got your G1 license, the natural progression is that you will go to G2, and then there are certain conditions that you fulfill, and then you jump to G. But there is a way where you can jump from G1 directly to G bypassing G2. Now this is possible if you have a driving history in your home country.
The document that will actually support you bypassing G2 is called driver's extract.
So what is a driving extract? It is a document that proves that you have a driving history in your home country, and you are going to provide that document once you are applying for your G exam. Now how you can get that driving extract? Different country and different locations will have its own rules. So how we did it is what we can share. In India there are different RTO offices. I applied in one of those RTO offices online, और वहाँ पे उन लोगों के कुछ सर्विसेज के अंदर लिखा हुआ था कि you can apply online for a driving extract. I filled up that form, paid a nominal fee, and I went to that RTO office in person to get my driving extract. So I have shown you on the screen how the document looks like. Once you get that driving extract, get multiple copies, maybe at least 2 and 3, and carry that driving extract along with you when you're coming to Canada. So आप अपना जीवन एग्जाम देने के बाद जब अपने अप्लाई करोगे जी के लिए, तो जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव सर्विस ऑन्टारियो पे होगा वो आपसे मांगेगा कि व्हाट इज द प्रूफ दैट यू हैव, एंड देन यू कैन प्रोवाइड दिस पर्टिकुलर डॉक्यूमेंट दैट यू आर कैरिंग.
बैंक अकाउंट सेटल हो गया, ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस और ड्राइविंग एक्सट्रैक्ट रिलेटेड इंफॉर्मेशन जो आपको अपने होम कंट्री से चाहिए थी वो सेटल हो गया. So coming to the third point, which is purely about how you need to plan your accommodation, considering आपके यहाँ पे कोई relatives नहीं है, आपके friends नहीं है. In that situation, what should be the plan?
The best option that every newcomer takes up is finding an Airbnb. Now Airbnb is, जिसको नहीं पता, it's a place where you can find accommodations. You can use a lot of filters to find that place. If you do not have an Airbnb account, we have put a link in the description box below which you can use.
Book your Airbnb accommodation in the city center and at least for 2 to 3 weeks. Because जब आप नए आते हो, it's preferable आप city center में रहो so that things like shopping complex, bank और an ATM center is nearby. आप नए होते हो, आपको ज्यादा आइडिया नहीं होता कि उस एरिया में क्या है, बसेस कहाँ से मिलती है, कनेक्टिविटी कैसी है, आपके रिलेटिव्स कहाँ पे है और आपके फ्रेंड्स कहाँ पे है.
So when you have 2 to 3 weeks in your Airbnb, that actually gives you ample amount of time to look for a place where you can actually stay. Now where is that you can find these places? There are various platforms that you can use. One of the biggest platform that we actually have used and we find that it is really great is Facebook Marketplace. So all you need to do is have a Facebook account. उसके अंदर आप अपना Marketplace section में जाके use various filter criteria to find that location in the place where you're looking for. Besides Facebook Marketplace, there is also another website called Kijiji. It's like in India का OLX but काफी अच्छा, तो जहाँ पे आपको काफी अकोमोडेशन ऑप्शंस मिल जाएंगे। यहाँ पे आपको और भी चीजें जो घर के लिए जरूरत पड़ सकती हैं वो आपको सेकंड हैंड पे मिल सकती हैं, और यू कैन रीच आउट टू द सेलर्स डायरेक्टली एंड मैसेज देम। Kijiji और Facebook Marketplace के अलावा there is also a third platform which we recommend that we found to be useful is rentals.ca। अब वहाँ पे भी आप अपनी accommodations देख सकते हैं।
We are going to make a video about what are the criteria that you need to keep in mind while you are looking for a rented accommodation in Canada. If you do not want to miss out on that video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell button so that you get notified as soon as we are live with that video.
आप कनाडा तो पहुंच चुके हो, लेकिन अभी आपको वो अकोमोडेशन तक पहुंचोगे कैसे? इसके लिए यू हैव टू प्लान योर ट्रैवल फ्रॉम एयरपोर्ट टू द लोकेशन वेयर यू आर गोइंग टू स्टे। द मोस्ट ऑब्वियस ऑप्शन एंड चॉइस दैट कम्स अप विद गेटिंग एन उबर और अ लिफ्ट टू गेट टू दैट लोकेशन। बट मान लीजिए कि जो अकोमोडेशन आपने लिया है वो काफी एक डिस्टेंट प्लेस पे है, सो यू विल हैव टू कंसिडर द फेयर दैट यू आर गोइंग टू पे फॉर गेटिंग एन उबर और लिफ्ट। There are some people who run some private shuttles from airport to different locations and different cities. I'm talking about especially in Ontario. I'm pretty sure ये British Columbia या Alberta या किसी और जगह पे भी होता होगा। You can find those people on Facebook. वहाँ पे बहुत सारे ग्रुप्स बने होते हैं जिसके अंदर if you give their conditions that what is the date and time you are going to reach to that airport and what is the luggage that you're carrying, based on that you might get some responses. So ये relatively better option है from rather than getting an Uber or Lyft. The other option is if you're not very heavy on luggage, which you are good enough to carry by your own self, then you can also consider the option of getting a bus transportation from airport. So this is obviously going to add a lot of travel time, but then it is going to be cheaper on the pockets. Now let's talk about what are the things that you can do to get a job before leaving for Canada.
तो सबसे पहले बात करते हैं आपकी LinkedIn प्रोफाइल के बारे में। As soon as you receive your co-PR, आप अपनी LinkedIn प्रोफाइल पे जाके आप जिस प्रोविंस में कनाडा में रहने वाले हैं वो अपडेट कर लीजिए, so that it gets easy for HR recruiters to search basis on the location और आपका नाम उनके सर्च रिजल्ट्स में अपीयर हो जाए।
अगर आपके पास COPR डॉक्यूमेंट आ गया है बट यू आर स्टिल नॉट डिसाइडेड व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू ट्रैवल और टू व्हिच लोकेशन यू आर गोइंग टू ट्रैवल, बट एटलीस्ट इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन और इन द प्रोफाइल समरी you can write that you are a permanent resident of Canada.
I use this strategy to secure a job in Canada, जिसके ऊपर हम लोगों ने बहुत ही डिटेल्ड वीडियो बनाया है which talks about the approaches that I have used to secure the job. It also talks about why LinkedIn is important and why you need to update this status on your LinkedIn. Plus, what are the different patterns and formats of interview in Canada. We have put the link of that video in the description as well as आपको अपनी स्क्रीन के टॉप लेफ्ट राइट कहीं पे दिख रहा होगा. So do check that out. Apart from LinkedIn, जिसको मोस्टली आप अपने प्रोफेशनल नेटवर्क के लिए यूज करोगे, ट्राई रीचिंग आउट टू पीपल ऑन फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम. यहाँ पे कुछ कम्युनिटीज भी है ऑन फेसबुक, कुछ ग्रुप्स भी आपको मिलेंगे. ट्राई कनेक्टिंग विद पीपल देयर, ट्राई नेटवर्किंग विद देम, एंड जब आप एक बारी कनाडा आ जाओ उनसे पर्सनली जाके मिलो, सो दैट यू ग्रो योर ओन नेटवर्क एंड कम्युनिटी हियर. People are really helpful because सबकी almost same journey ही रही है. So reach out to the people, build your own network.
The last tip that we have is practice your English. Now the practice need not be in writing. You have to focus on sharpening your listening and speaking abilities. You can speak naturally how you have been speaking. There is no need to twist your tongue. This is something that you can do by watching some TV shows, watching some Canadian movies, or anything which is related to content from North America.
Finally, if you are on your way to Canada, first of all, many congratulations to you and all the best for your settlement in Canada.
And if you're in the last stage of this process, you would want to bookmark this video, add this to your playlist and watch this again when you are finally ready for travel.
So this brings us to the end of this video. If you have liked our video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and if you have any questions, do mention in the comment section below or follow us on our Instagram and DM us over there. We will soon be coming up with a video on things that you need to do after landing in Canada. That is also going to be very informative for the people who are new immigrants. So guys, stay tuned. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.